Okay, so we want to do a few more practice problems before you go off to do these on your own. And we see that we're looking at the perimeter, but of course at this time we're looking at a triangle. So we draw a triangle. And it says the perimeter is 44 inches. And it says the second side, the first side, the third side, so I'm going to label them. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to label them just because I think it's easier to keep track. So first side, second side, and third side. So it says, let's go ahead and get a different color so it's easier to see. The second side is 2 inches longer, so that's going to be a plus. Then again is switching the order. And the first side is what is going to be our x. So we see the x. The second side is 2 inches longer than, so plus 2. And it's 2 inches longer than the first side, so it's just nothing is going on with that. So we just put that in as an x. And then we go to the next part. So, we're splitting this up. We're looking at phrases. So the third side, here we go, is 6 inches longer than the first side. So again, that first side is our x. Longer, again, is the plus. Then switches the order. And so it's a plus 6. First side we said was x. So that is x plus 6. And it's a perimeter problem. So when it's perimeter, we know that all we have to do is add up all the sides. So we've got x as the first side, plus x plus 2 is the second side, plus x plus 6 is the third side. And we know that the perimeter is 44 inches. Now, once we've got that written, it's just a matter of solving this thing. So now we're going to combine like terms. Remember, we're adding, so we can just literally drop those parentheses. The only reason we had them was to show the first, second, third. I'll make sure that those were easy to see. And the next thing we're going to do is combine like terms. And we want to get our variable term alone, so we add the opposite of our constant. And the last step when we're solving an equation is to divide out the coefficient. So we get x is equal to 12. So the first side is 12 inches. The next side is 12 plus 2, or 14 inches. And the next side is 12 plus 6, otherwise known as 18 inches. And then we want to make sure that we did okay, so we just add them all up again. So 12 for the first, plus 14 for the second, plus 18. And we want to know, does that equal to 44? So see, 12 plus 14 is 26. And 26 plus 18 is 44. And those are the same, so we're looking good. So let's do another rectangle. Again, first job is to draw the rectangle. Don't have to be fancy here. The length and the width, the perimeter I see is 28 feet. So I've got the picture drawn, and now it says the length is, so we know that the x goes to the w. And to get length, we have to do 2 feet longer than 2 times the width. So 2 times the width is 2x. 2 feet, so that's just a 2. Longer is plus, than flips the order. And now we write our formula. We have a perimeter formula here, so we have 2L plus 2W, and now we just plug everything in. So 28 is equal to 2 times 2x plus 2 plus 2 times x. Again, I'm just substituting in for the L and the W. And now we've got it into one variable, so all we have to do is solve. So I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. 28, use the distributive property. Combine like terms. Subtract out the constant. Divide out the coefficient. So the width is equal to 4. This one says we want to find the length and the width. So the length, I have to do it down here because I didn't leave myself enough room. 2 times 4 plus 2, 8 plus 2 is 10. So the length is 10, it's in feet, and the width is 4 feet. And that's the answer. So let's do one more with the angles. So this says one angle measures 5 more than 6 times the measure of the angle supplementary to it. So the key here is we're looking at supplementary angles. We need to remember what that is. And supplementary angles are angles that add to 180. So there's our two angles. And we're, again, it says one angle, so we're just going to call that the first angle and the second angle. So one angle measures, which we can reinterpret to be that equal 5 more than 6 times the other. So this angle, that we're calling the second angle. This angle, we're calling the first angle. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to make it clear so we don't get them mixed up. So now, since this is, following that is, the second is our x. The first measures 5 more than, so more is a plus. The measure of an angle, it says 6 times the second. 6 times the second would be, since we said the second is x, would be 6x. The than is switching the order, and here we've got the 5. So what's being switched is the 5 and the 6x. And we know that when they are supplementary, they're equal to 180 degrees. So we just add them. So here is our first angle, and here is our second angle. And now we just simplify. So 7x plus 5 is equal to 180. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Divide up to 7. And 25. So x is equal to 25. So we go up here and we see that this second angle here is equal to 25 degrees. And then we have to do the next one, which is 6 times 25 plus 5. So 6 times 25 is 150. 150 plus 5 is 155. So the question is, 25 plus 155, does that equal 180? And when we add these up, we see that it does. So we're good to go.